Some are, some are, some aren't.
So what do you think?
Well, 25,000.
25,000.
My answer to this is 0. I've heard too much money being spent over there. I have to believe what I've been hearing. And I don't think that they know exactly what they're doing. And I don't want to be part of that process.
Okay. What do you think?
We gave it a year. We haven't got any answers earlier.
No, we haven't got any.
The things that I hear now, this may not be accurate, but it's what I hear, is they resist any outside influences. They resist anyone. You know, we've gone here at the County Commission, we've gone to great lengths to open things up, to allow people to speak. And my feeling is if we fund them or fund them at near what they're requesting, we're basically ratifying their method of operation. And I don't, if what I'm hearing is correct, I don't think that's the way to do things. I mean, heaven only knows, you know, we've had some long county commission meetings because we've listened to lots and lots of opinions, but you know, if you've got an organization that basically doesn't allow that, and that is our philosophy, then if we support them, we're going right along with that philosophy. So that's my feeling. I think, you know, I said in the meeting, I think that the three organizations should sit down and talk. And you know, the only control that we really have is the control over the dollars. You know, I'm not here to necessarily to impose my will on everybody, but you know, the only way that we have really is control of the budget. So if you want money from us, you know, my feeling is if you want money from us, you have to listen to us. And as long as my feeling is, as long as we are being fair about what we're requesting, I don't see any problem. I don't see any problem with us withholding. So what do you think?
I say 0.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say 0.
I'd like to see Spain Leader get double with it because she really does a good job. I'm just saying that. She does a good job.
Let's talk spay and neuter since that's the next one. She's requested $3,000.
What did she ask for last year, $750?
Yeah, $750.
Last year, 2,000.
Was 2,000?
Was it 2,000 last year?
You jumped it
Did she have a
up.
problem with her vehicle?
Yeah, she had
Gas
tires.
service on them?
She wanted, last year she wanted for taxes and insurance, it's got to pay on that.
But didn't she have tire trouble and had to replace her tires?
Maybe
Oh yeah, we gave her an extra. We gave her $370 or something like that, and then she came in and asked us more, and we gave her
Because Did the car went fluey, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says right here, last year we gave her $2,000.
Yeah, 'cause we-
Is that right?
July 17th, they gave her
Three
375.
seventy-five.
And then in August, she came back and gave her 1158.
And that was it for last year?
Yeah. And she really,
How much
she
was the
really
total?
works it.
370.
once, and then 1158 the next time.
1158.
Remember she had a vehicle problem, she got stranded out on the highway.
And $375?
Yeah, it was about,
She requested, that time we gave her 375, she requested 750.
Oh,
And we
okay.
gave her 375.
Okay.
Then she came back in August and asked for more, and that's what we gave her.
about $1,523.
$23. Gave her $1,523. This year she's asking for double. Well,
In her justification, what did she say? Did she submit paperwork?
Pardon?
In her justification, what did she say? What's her scope of work? There might be some kind of purchase in there that she needs to get paid.
I think it's just because, from what she said, it seemed to me that it was just because of the magnitude, the numbers that she was dealing with.
She's always looked at it.
I don't know how she does it.
Well, let me ask that we, at the same time, let's talk about the second wind adoption. That's the next, and she's asking for 18,000. Any comments there?
I overheard that they want to replace the Humane Society.
Well,
And
that's,
I heard from their own lips, sitting, side on. And the other thing I noted is that I saw the animal control officer's budget, and he has dog food in there. And part of what they want is this open account in order to really get, food for the animals. Well, there's double counting here somewhere.
That would be a difficulty, because they would want Rodney to be involved in that too, and he's an employee, we provide his supplies, we don't want them intermingled. That was an issue with me on that.
yeah, I didn't like the idea.
Is it legal for us to come to that?
To give to who?
Second round. I mean, I think they're good, don't get me wrong, they're a good bunch of people.
I've heard and seen negative comments. Now, I don't have any problem giving a certain amount of money, but I don't know about, I'm not sure about her. Now, the spay and neuter program, I think, even if I hadn't heard anything from other people, from what I've heard from people here and people in the county commission meeting, she doesn't ask for a lot, and she does a lot with what is given to her.
Can I point something out with the Humane Society, and I believe Second Wind's the same way. There are no-kill shelters.
There's
So,
no what?
no-kill shelters. Isn't that right, Kay? With Second Wind? I know Humane
I think
Society.
that's what she said.
And if they're
Yeah,
no-kill,
you're right. Yeah.
then if the animals go in there, then you all are tied to feed them. And on and on and on and on, because they don't kill them. Unless they're adopted.
A lot of horses that get adopted.
And I think that she jacked up the $3,000 before I'm sitting here thinking about it for cats, didn't she? To start having cats taken care of.
I think so.
Who you talking about?
Jean Cruz.
Oh,
She has an explanation beside her amount.
who?
Jean Cruz,
Yeah,
she wrote it.
yeah. I read that.
For the second wind or?
No,
With Jean,
spay and neuter.
Yeah, beside the amount,
Read
because
her.
it explained the increase and then
See ya.
She heard.
there has an explanation under the increase.
Yeah. Well, what are you suggesting, Greg, that we put these two together, or you just,
Well, I'm suggesting that we consider them together. I mean, not that we're going to fund them together, that we consider both.
okay.
You know, I would probably, if I said this in a meeting when they were here, there would be calls to hang me, but that's all right. You know, this is my feeling. We've got, yes, we have to take care of animals, but there has to be some, you know, the spay and neuter program. I mean, that is taking away the possibility that they're going to reproduce.
Right.
And I have no problem with that.
They're not mine, and that's a scary thought.
I don't know.
But just to continue to keep the animals, I mean, what happens if next year she builds a new barn and houses 500 more animals? What's going to happen then? Because there's no, you know, there's no elimination of unwanted animals, or there's no attempt to control. I don't think that's the way to continue. I think my feeling is that all three organizations should get together and make a concerted effort to get along and to come up with a plan that is going to be acceptable. Just to continue feeding and housing, to me, is not acceptable. So,
Well,
Can I make
All
one
three
other
of them.
comment here?
Yes, go
With
ahead.
Jean, she also brings the animals back. They have their vaccinations,
right.
which cuts down on the rabies.
Yes.
It does. I don't think you'll ever get all three of them together. That's my opinion.
Let's give Gina 3,000.
I don't think you'll ever get all three of them to work together.
well, you're probably right.
Okay.
But the only control that we would have over that is to say,
Right.
you need to work together.
Yeah, I understand.
One of the problems would be you might have two that would be rolling and one that wouldn't, and then the other two are disbenefited. You know,
Jean really doesn't have anything in like you do, and you know, she just clears the animals.
I know. Well, yeah, true. But she was here with Salida Kramer.
I think they all came together that day because of the timing, the
Yeah.
March timing.
I had a sneaky suspicion that she thought that doing that would jeopardize spay and neuter. She wouldn't have been there. She is devoted to spay and neuter.
Yes.
And she really, really is, and it is an incredibly good program for this family to do.
Okay.
It is a humane program.
It is.
It is.
It saves the county money.
Yeah, it does.
For Rodney, they
Yeah.
don't have to pick up so many, you know, the amount of dogs and stuff he's picking up is going down for spring. All the puppies are here, but
Yeah.
it's a big difference. I
See
didn't
that?
see that with our records.
She's asking for 3,000, and last year she got by with spending 1,500 some dollars.
Right.
So my suggestion is we give her $2,000. My suggestion.
Right.
What about second wind?
I'm not solely sold on anything there. I've got a lot of mixed feelings right here.
Isn't that the one that was based on having an account that people teach?
Yeah.
That's what they,
An open account?
We can't do that.
I wouldn't do that anyway, myself.
No.
I mean, it'd be an accounting nightmare and,
I think we'd run into
yes,
issues with the state.
yeah. I don't think that is even something that we should even consider. If we were going to give money to the second wind adoption program, then we give money and that's it.
Yeah.
Would be my suggestion. But I'm not suggesting that we give money to them. I'm just simply
I know.
saying.
Well, I made my suggestion to give Gene Cruz here a spay and neuter $2,000.
I don't know how she gets by with what she got.
I don't either, but I don't know how she gets by, but she can give us the figure.
I tend to think along the lines of we encourage people who spend the money wisely and don't ask for a lot of money, and we do not encourage organizations that don't adhere to our particular philosophy. My thought.
So are you saying 3,000?
I don't have any problem giving her 3,000. Is that suitable then?
No,
Just to me.
no,
You're a meaning.
I'm not mean. I'm just going by past figures. And I'll say something. If she needs more money, she came in last year and we took care of her. Did we not? That's my philosophy.
So, how about a compromise here? How about we go 2,500?
Sounds like a car dealer.
If you think about the rabies, all the cats here in town, I mean, I'm out in the boonies and I've got wild cats or stray cats running all over the place out there. And there's nobody who will take care of those. You can't take them up to Clarksburg to the Humane Society. You can't, there's nobody who takes care of those. And the only way there's going to be control is to have them spayed and neutered.
Right.
And for every animal she brings back, look how many litters of kittens we
That's
are
right.
going to have.
I understand.
You're giving me a headache, Ralph.
That's working. If you want to give her 2,500, I'll agree to that.
All right, 2,500 and then,
I don't like the idea, okay, I don't like the idea of somebody putting down a figure here, right?
But that's what
And
we
you
asked.
read this paper, and last year they got by with half that amount. Okay, and I'm not opposed to giving them more money, but if you got by with $1,500 last year, why are you asking me for double this year? And no explanation.
Oh, I thought there was an explanation.
There was an explanation, wasn't there?
Well, she's counting on there's gonna be a lot more cats, but she's getting them spayed and neutered. How in the hell we have more? We're supposed to be having less. I think that's the way it works, don't it?
I think she was more concentrating on dogs before, wasn't she?
Yes, she was, that's what she was doing.
What?
was
The
dogs.
explanation
I don't,
was,
that's okay, you know.
Concentrating on what?
Dog,
Dog.
more people can't afford to pay. I think
Yeah.
that's what
Right.
she's
I know,
saying here.
yeah.
And she's wanting to help more
Yeah.
people who do not have the money to have even her cost.
Continue on, I gotta go to the
That's what
back.
she has, that's what her explanation says.
You go to the bathroom, we'll take care of this.
They could be through the budget.
You keep a good record while I'm gone.
Okay. Well,
Go ahead.
And second
second wind, what are we? I mean, she's providing a service,
She,
She is.
yeah.
but, you know, for her to request 18,000 and spay and neuter to request 3,000.
But she requested 12,000.
She, second wind?